the limits of Islam. It is when somebody goes out of this limit banned by Allah, which Allah has continuously warned us against not to go. Don't cross the limit. That somebody can be defined or described in Islam as an extremist.
Okay.
But coming
just to take you up on that,
yes.
what you just said.
Yes, sir.
All right. You say it is Allah that determines what extreme you can go.
Yes.
But we've forgotten that every country has its own constitution.
Yes.
When somebody now goes beyond this constitution,
yes.
What does that mean?
That, in that perspective, will mean somebody violating the rule of the land.
Of the land.
Yes, I agree. But the point we are saying is this: the same constitution allows these people to preach what they like,
but not
to hold their beliefs, to dress the way they like. Barrister has given this as indices of extremism. Somebody not allows you to see his wife as a sign of extremism. But the country allows me a right to keep my wife as long as the wife does not make any complaint, to dress the way I like. To him, appearing in some particular manner shows I disagree. I take extreme to that again.
Then he too will be an extremist.
Because putting on a suit, also an extremism. It is not Nigerian. It's not
Nigerian. That is the truth of the matter.
So that's why we are saying that extremism. We must have a common platform for what an extremism actually is. If we are describing it in the context of Islam, we must look at what did Allah refer to as this limit. Are we transgressing this limit? Are we not? Now, the point is that Islam, in theory and practice, is a religion of peace that does not compromise peace. But obviously, the essence of peace does not mean, I may book to say, absence of war. That is not the meaning of peace in any balance. But Islam, being a practical and pragmatic religion, that says that people should be allowed freedom to worship their God. When these freedoms are when freedom is denied, when I'm allowed the constitution to dress the way I like, when I'm allowed the constitution to deal with my wife, for her to appear the way he likes, to preach, hold my belief, if I'm being denied this right, and I now voice out, and you call that extremism. If I now stand up to fight for that right, and you call that extremism, I say that is not. Okay. They're only fighting for peace, so that there can be peace.
Okay. No, I'll come to you. Still with the chief imam. Does this right you are talking about allow you, right, to disturb others? To disturb others? Okay, let me use another one. Does this right allow you to kill other people?
No. The right I have.
Just because you've been denied your right, does that mean you go out of your way to kill people?
No.
People?
It depends on who is denied the right and what right is being denied. I have the right fundamentally to worship God.
Yeah.
If that right is denied, whoever stands between me and worshiping God, then it means the essence of coming to life. And of course, what is the essence of coming to life?
Mr. Moderator, the argument of the speaker is conflicting, is contradictory and confusing. Because you cannot say you see you cannot say that is abnormal and you want to say it is justifiable.
What is abnormal? The right to worship God is abnormal
in society,
which the local of Nigeria should stand to defend. Actually, allowed.
We allude to common sense and common knowledge in defining something that is abnormal or that is out of common sense. You see, when somebody
common sense that is not common to everybody. What we refer as common is common to everybody.
In that case,
and that's when
people are living in the community and somebody behaves in an irrational manner that does not concord.
What do you mean by irrational manner? What do you mean by abnormal? What do you mean by irrational?
Something that
is abnormal. Your appearance is abnormal. In a hot temperature, it's abnormal to me.
And that is what we are saying.
These are parameters you help us to define.
That is what we are calling extremism.
What do you mean by extremism?
Okay,
that is what we are saying.
Mallam Surajuddin.
And this is a forum. We still have to imbibe the use of common sense and knowledge.
I'm not very comfortable with this.
We cannot agree on that point. We cannot allow somebody to hear his view. Then, which means fundamentally, we are still rigmaroling around the same point of extremism. You see, and I stopped somewhere, which I would like to continue from.
Barrister.
The historical perspective of extremism is very fundamental to the coming out of Boko Haram.
No, since what you started was so so controversial with the with Mallam and
Mr. Banjo.
So let's leave that.
Mr. Banjo, please, Mr. Banjo. I think the lawyer needs to be educated. You don't know.
He's a learned person.
He's not learned as far as Islam is concerned. He's learned about Nigerian constitution. He's not learned about Nigerian history, and he's not learned about the Islamic history.
But
I'm telling you,
what I'm saying.
You are not learned about Islamic history. You are not learned about Islamic culture in Nigeria. You are not learned about
Islamic culture.
You are not. Yes. Nigerian constitution is a infinitesimal part of Nigeria.
I'm not even talking of Islamic culture.
So you are not even learned about the history of
the movement of fanaticism.
You don't know much about this group. I've read more than 1,000 articles about this group. Just of recent.
I'm
telling you. Do you know the name? Do you even know the name? Do you even know the name of Boko Haram?
Why do I
don't know? So what kind of learning are you talking about?
Boko Haram.
You don't know. If you don't know their name,
Boko Haram, as far as we are concerned,
do you even know?
You are telling the world now
they are not faceless. They are not faceless.
That is why
you are making an insinuation.
You should be.
I'm telling you, if you want to address
security officials,
there's no problem. I'm ready to be their
for even knowing them.
Yes.
They not claim they don't know them.
You are making arrested. Please, how will they begin for lawyers to identify?
How you know people
who the educated the cost of this force people like carrying around? You don't even know the name of the group you want to talk about.
Mallam Suraj.
Boko Haram is not their name. It is not their name.
Please,
it is not their name.
Mallam
so if you want to tell us their history, you must even know their premises, even the founder, how it came about. You don't know it.
On this program, we will allow everybody to say, so that our viewers at home can at least enjoy us.
And everybody says should be corrected when they are wrong.
Yes, we will correct it in a manner that everybody will understand.
Your information is wrong, Mr. Lawyer.
Gentlemen, for now, let's take another question. Still on Boko Haram. Is it right for anybody to take another man's life just because you think you are fighting for God? That question will come to you now, Mallam.
Yes. You see, the issue of extremism.
Forget about extremism.
Please, let me talk about this. It will go to your question.
Okay.
It will go to your question. The issue of extremism will go to your question. The issue of extremism, my brother, you see, all eyes are on Islam throughout the world.
Why?
Just this morning, I had a news in Adaba FM. There is this guy. They were about 3 in number. They called one of them is James Cronty, with 2 others. One sentenced to 25 years imprisonment in America.
Yeah.
Because of what? Because of terrorist attack. That is what I call it. But they never call it terrorism. They decided to take bomb. They wanted to go and bomb one of the Jewish temple in America. And it was even a Muslim who saw them when they were planning and reported to the CIA.
Yeah.
And they were arrested. Consequently, they were given 25 years imprisonment.
Good.
If it was a Muslim, it would say another Muslim terrorist. Because when Mutalab committed that, when he took the alleged crime that he took a bomb into that December Eve, into the aircraft, Mutalab did not say he's representing an Islamic organization. And Mutalab did not say he's representing any Islamic body, and he did not say he's representing any Islamic body.
What Mutalab did, was it right?
Whether it is right or not, he did not claim to be representing an Islamic organization. If Mutalab was painted throughout the world to be an Islamic terrorist, but these people were never called a Christian terrorist. This is the point. You have to understand that. So when we are discussing the issue of terrorism, don't educate me. You cannot educate me on this issue. You cannot educate me. You can tell me.
This is a forum where we have to take things as they come. When questions come, we address questions.
It is not for you to say that. Maybe you have never been part of this program before. This is the way the program is.
I'm telling you.
You don't need to tell me. You don't need to tell me.
Hello, gentlemen.
You don't want to take.
You don't need to tell me. You need to be corrected on false information you are carrying around.
Mallam Suraj.
That is the truth of the matter.
Mallam Suraj. If a Christian picks up a bomb and bombs a place, and he comes out to say,
the press will never call him a Christian terrorist.
Hold on, Mallam.
The world press will never call him a Christian terrorist.
If it's a Christian and he bombs a place and he says, oh, I bombed this place because I am a Christian, because of my Christian beliefs, that's why I bombed this place, then he becomes a Christian terrorist.
This clothing and others were saying because they hated the Jewish and their religion, they are Christian. They said that is the reason they wanted to go and bomb that place.
Whether you like it or not,
anyway,
what we are saying,
I'm telling you this information. It was related by FM this morning.
Okay,
and they coined it from the CNN.
Well, just because that reporter choose not to use Christian terrorists.
But if he's a Muslim, he would have been called an Islamic terrorist.
But what we are saying this time around.
So people can tend to terrorism.
No religion.
People can tend to terrorism. People can tend to terrorism, especially when they are drawn to the extreme.
No religion admits the killing of or taking of life.
My brother, there are 1,001 religions in the world that sanctions killing. One of them is the traditional religion. They sanction killing.
Oh no.
If you don't know,
then
which one of them?
Which one of them?
Just
mention it.
Mention which one.
What do you mean by mention it?
You don't use
let me within the Yoruba palace.
Yes.
It is said for more everybody. It is said for more everybody. There is normal Yoruba tradition that when they want to carry out some rituals, they use human life to do it.
That was in
It doesn't my brother.
It's another day.
You don't deny the fact. It's not another day. I'm a Yoruba man.
Okay. Mallam
it happens every day.
Mallam
that people, it will be announced that nobody should go out between the hours of 12 and 4. And if you go out, you'll be killed.
Mallam Surajuddin.
What are you talking about? These are information that we are your people.
Mallam Surajuddin, you just alleged that some traditional believers do kill.
The other time, all of us are not aware of Okija Shrine.
Were they not?
All of us, please forget about whether they were arrested or forget about it. It's a traditional belief. The question you ask, you say we should give points. We should produce evidences. Okija Shrine is an evidence. People who are found, human parts who are found there.
Yes.
Were they Christian or Muslim? Because your accusation is that there is no traditional religion that sanctions killing. I'm telling you, there are traditional religion that sanctions killing. There are religions in the world that sanctions killing. That is what I'm telling you. So when you make a blank statement,
killing is justified.
No, that is not the point. That is not the point. You are making a claim that there is no religion in the world that sanctions killing. I'm educating you. That if you like it or not, it is true.
That of Okija,
the issue of extremism, the issue of taking on
Gentlemen,
it was unlawful in the context of Nigerian constitution, not in the context of their own religion.
Mallam Surajuddin, this is Crossfire.
And we are firing.
Yeah, you are firing. But you should make sure you do your firing in such a way that the people at home will enjoy you. All right. So meanwhile, viewers at home, we'd like to go on a short break now. When we come back, the discussion continues. Welcome back. Mallam, you didn't seem to have answered my question properly the last time before we went on break. Now I want to put it to you again, the question. Why will a man want to fight for or on behalf of God? Can God not fight for himself? And why do you have to kill other people just because you are fighting for God?
God can fight for himself. But we pray that God doesn't fight us. Because if we go back to history, especially in the books of God, I want to particularly about the book of Al-Islam now, Al-Quran. If you look at the number of years it took God before he destroyed the people of the people of Noah and the Sodom and Gomorrah, it took God very long years before he destroyed them. So the fighting of God is usually catastrophic. And even in the modern history, we have cases of nations that are wiped out. So God can fight for himself. But we always pray that he doesn't fight us.
Okay, why will a man
want
to fight for God?
Why a man will want to fight for God may be because of the love the man has for God. Somebody like me now, I have a very big love for my father and a very big respect for him. Somebody slap my father.
Will you kill
that is
that is to your own definition. That is to your own definition.
Okay.
That is to your own definition.
It's abnormal.
It is abnormal to you. It is abnormal to
and
you.
It's abnormal to the society.
It's not abnormal to the society. You are part of this society.
Barrister, please.
It's not abnormal to this society. You are an infinitesimal part of this society.
Mallam.
I don't know the religion you are representing, but you are an infinitesimal part of this society.
On this program is a
because
lawyer.
When you say
he's a lawyer.
He may be a lawyer to his own chamber.
Yeah.
That is the truth matter. We read some of this constitution too. We went. All of us went to university together.
Okay, let's go back to the question.
The question is because of the love I have. No, you are not the moderator. The love I have for my father can make me react on his behalf.
Okay.
In the same vein, the love a particular man has for God can make him react on behalf of God. But that may not necessarily mean that killing for God may be right or wrong. It may be right, it may be wrong. For example, somebody decided to throw a bomb into a mosque. You understand? Yeah. Somebody decided to throw a bomb into the mosque. And in the event, he was captured. Maybe mob attack, he was killed. Mm-hmm. Those people that attacked him would have committed an extrajudicial killing because there is a mob attack, they killed him. But if it is actually God and went into truly what he has done. He has committed a very big crime. So that is why I will not be able to answer that it is right or wrong. But what I want to tell you is that for somebody to just stand up and say because you are not a Muslim and they kill him is wrong. Because Islam does not sanction that. In Islamic society, Christians and Muslims do live peacefully.
So
understand?
That is number one. From
number two, you have not been asked to talk. Let me talk. Until I'm asked to
you cannot dominate the whole talk.
You are not the one dictating who is dominating and what is dominating.
Okay, Mallam, have you finished your submission?
I have not finished.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, 1 second. I believe your 1 second will be 1 minute. If somebody within the Islamic Sharia, somebody is not allowed to just pick up arm to go and kill another person, except if he passes through the normal Sharia legal system. If somebody has committed a crime that is capital, for him to be executed, it must be passed by an Islamic judge, who will say that this person has committed a capital crime and this is his sentence. Not that he should do it on himself.
Okay, then that's all right. Barrister, you were
yes, I take off from that point, and I say that the submission of my friend who just spoke is contradictory.
You mean Islamic
yes, and is self-defeatist. You see, you cannot say something is bad and in another breath you say it's good. So I proceed to say further that no religion in the world recognize, all religions in the world, I say it, all religions in the world recognize the sanctity of human lives. Therefore, there can never be justification for anybody to take another person's life, either for himself or for the sake of religion.
He allowed you to talk.
Human lives can be taken.
He allowed you
That's
to talk.
why that the life of human being is sanctified.
Mallam Suraju, he allowed you to talk. Allow him to talk.
In that case, in your own view, that religion must be repugnant to natural justice, equity, and good conscience.
What do you mean by natural justice?
When
in religion there are verdicts that some people want to be taken because of one kind or the other.
You have spoken. Constitutionally, Nigerian law recognizes rights, certain fundamental rights. One of them, which is very, very important, is right to life, right to peaceful assembly, right to religious belief, and all those. And for somebody now to say that somebody does not believe in his own particular something, and for that reason he doesn't want to accommodate him or bear with him, he goes ahead, is unlawful and is contrary to law. And finally, the Nigerian state.
You are rounding up now.
As to that, your question.
Okay then.
Nigerian state is founded on secularism. There is absence of state religion.
It's not true. Nigeria is not founded on secularism. That's your understanding. Nigeria is founded on multi-religion. Our constitution recognizes the religion. Please correct that. Nigeria is not founded on secularism. Nigeria is founded on multi-religion. Nigeria recognizes traditional religion, recognizes Christianity and Islam. That does not mean secularism. Secularism in the modern Western dictionary says absence of God.
Mallam Suraju, please water down the fire. I'll come to the chief imam now.
Let me start from the issue of secularity and Nigerian constitution. Before I come to why should somebody kill.
There are so many things we still have to cover, so please round up.
I will.
Just 1 minute.
Just like the point has been made clearly, secularism simply means absence of God. That is atheism in politics. Nigeria does not recognize that.
No, what he meant to say was that Nigeria does not have a state religion.
Now, the barrister insists that any religion that sanctions that life should be taken is repugnant
outside law.
Outside that religious law, outside Nigeria's law. That's another question. Yes, the point is this.
I'll ask you one question.
Let me run.
Nobody can live outside of a state.
Imam,
do you recognize that
under a particular state?
Do you recognize this religion? Recognize my religion. My religion has book. This book has its own law. And the Nigerian constitution recognizes that book and that law.
Okay then.
So the point I'm saying,
which one is supreme?
My religious book.
No, you are making a
that there is no point. This will say it's not acceptable on Nigeria. It's not agreement on Nigeria.
That is
there are people in Nigeria who question the basis of this constitution.
That the Bible is supreme to Nigerian constitution. That is the reality.
No.
That is so. I'm telling you.
I put it
on what we call the real practice. What is happening in the
which one
You
is
cannot
more
put it to me. I
supreme?
can only put it to you. I ask the question.
I'm saying that everybody at home knows that if you are a Christian, you respect the sanctity of your religious book more than the Nigerian constitution. The Nigerian constitution is not acceptable agreed to all Nigerians. There are groups in this country that are questioning the basis for this constitution.
That a lecturer is saying this.
If it does not say about it,
that the lecturer
I am a Muslim.
What are you talking about?
The Nigerian constitution.
You are living by Nigerian constitution. You are feeding by Nigerian constitution.
Okay.
You have the right to come and defend Nigerian constitution. I'm a Muslim and I feed by Islam. I defend Islam. You have the right to come and defend Nigerian constitution because that's your
Gentlemen,
but I've signed an oath to defend Nigerian constitution.
I am
talking about that is a shame. For him to express his
Chief
belief.
Imam, I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Hold on. I just want to ask this pertinent question. It's very, very paramount to this discussion. Are you telling me your religious belief supersedes the Nigerian constitution?
Of course. One, yes, my religious belief.
And that is why there will be continuous agitation, my brother.
And that's why we are having all this kind of.
It's everywhere. It's within the Christian
There
world
are
too.
basic assumptions
It's
all over
everywhere.
the world. Let me tell you some. Every serious-minded Christian respect the sanctity of the Bible and Nigerian constitution.
Yeah, no, not more than the Nigerian constitution.
I'm saying more than.
No, I don't
As
think
Nigerian
so.
constitution.
You are not a Christian,
as
so you don't know.
Nigerian
You cannot
constitution.
go forward for
It
the.
will interest you. I have a Christian background. That aside, it will interest you
It's
that
a
I come from
wrong
a purely Christian background.
But
But the point is this, as Muslim,
I think the barrister
I
is
am
acting like a
speaking-
justice here.
I am
He's
speaking
the one to pass the
as a
final
Muslim.
verdict. He's the one to make the allegation.
I am
He's the one to pass the
speaking
final
as a
verdict.
Muslim.
No, I think the people
I think that is what he's doing.
the people are
Because when he makes that particular information is wrong, it's one that will say that this is not right, this one is wrong.
Moderator, I'm
Okay.
speaking as a Muslim.
Okay.
I'm saying in this country, my book, the Quran, is more important